Hey guys, JDH Gaming here, and this is actually kind of a different video than I usually do. I usually do gaming videos, and lately I wasn't able to do commentary, and I still am not able to include commentary, but I honestly don't really mind considering it takes a lot less setup than what I do now. But instead, I'm gonna talk about something pretty recent, the Nintendo Switch. Last week, it was revealed that the famed NX that Nintendo was talking about during E3 last year is officially going to be called the Switch. And it's going to come out in March 3rd, which is actually pretty exciting for me because that's 3 days before my birthday. And also, it revealed a lot. They revealed a lot of games during the live stream, and a lot of the trailers came out like immediately after the stream, which was fortunate for me because I woke up 10 minutes after the stream was done. So I spent that morning watching the trailers and having mixed reactions on the trailers of the games themselves. So first thing I want to talk about is the price of the Switch. The price of the Switch in the US is going to be $300, which honestly isn't all that bad for a brand new console. But what bugs me is what is going to be included the in the in the package of the Switch, or well, in fact, more of what isn't included, because there will not be a game included with the Nintendo Switch, which honestly sucks real bad, in my opinion. Because for some reason, it should, like, $300 should be around 300 euros over here, but for some reason, the retailers here decided we're just going to pop another extra 10% of the original price, and we're going to sell it at that price, which honestly kind of sucks in my opinion, because then a Nintendo Switch plus a game would be 390 to 380 euros, which is honestly a lot of money. So for in the Switch, in the package of the Switch, you're of course going to get the Switch. You're going to get the dock to connect it to the TV. There's going to be the Joy-Cons included, as well as straps for the Joy-Cons, if I recall correctly, and a grip for the Joy-Cons, as well as an adapter. But no games is just that just stinks, and a lot of people already made the comparison that the game 1-2 Switch kind of looks like the tech demo kind of game, kind of like Nintendo Land or 1-2 or Wii Sports, which honestly is also what I was immediately thinking about. But apparently they want to have give the customer the freedom to buy any game they want with the Switch, not that they're going to get a standard game that they might not like. Which I guess is kind of cool that they're doing that with that reason, as well as the price point they set for $300, excluding software. But just not having a game with it, honestly, it's kind of a bummer for me, especially since they aren't as far as known. There's not going to be any bundles like, for example, Switch plus Breath of the Wild, which I'm going to be talking about a bit later. So that means you're going to have to buy the Switch plus the game in its entire like as separate things. Luckily, a lot of some retailers like over here, like Media Market, they are going. I've seen I've seen articles that they are going to sell both both the Switch and Breath of the Wild together for 380, which honestly is really good. But yeah, that's just my opinion about what isn't included in the Switch. As for the games, a lot of the games have. It's been revealed that there are 80 games in development for the Switch right now, which is honestly pretty insane, considering it's not even released yet, and already there are 80 games in development. Like, I don't know if that's a lot for a new gaming console, but it certainly sounds like a lot. Um, One of the trailers that came out immediately after the presentation was a fun little game called Arms. It's basically boxing, but you use gigantic fists attached to like spring arms. It looks kind of funny actually, and it uses motion controls on the Joy-Cons, which is also a pretty fun mechanic. Instead of just pressing buttons like it were like Punch Out. But honestly, not very exciting for me. One of the other games that was released was, well, not released, but announced was Fire Emblem Warriors, which is a Dynasty Warriors-like game, but with Fire Emblem characters instead and the Fire Emblem setting. They're made by the same people who made Dynasty Warriors, and also a game I personally love, Hyrule Warriors. And while the game does look better than Hyrule Warriors, I'm not sure about if I'm gonna get it when it's coming out, because I'm not that huge of a Fire Emblem fan, personally. Like, I've played a game on my channel, like, I haven't even completed it, but I simply can't record Game Boy Advance games anymore, which honestly kind of sucks. But aside from that series, I haven't really done anything with Fire Emblem except play Fire Emblem characters in Smash Bros. And honestly, like, playing the character in Smash Bros. Doesn't really say anything about the series. Of course, a Mario game was in, like, 2 Mario games were announced. Super Mario Odyssey. At first, at first glance, I'm not really that excited for it, but it does look gorgeous. Like, the city looks pretty cool, especially that you can, like, parkour through the city, like, on cars, and jump from a car hood onto a telephone, like, onto a light post. And also the fact that you're apparently gonna do something like intergalactic travel to other planets with different people is also pretty cool. But I'm honestly not very psyched about it. One of the games that was also announced, but not really given a trailer or anything, just a promotional art, kind of, is a game which honestly made me jump for joy and honestly kind of sold me on the Switch, which is a new sequel on the No More Heroes series. I've played No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle a while back, like a couple of years back, and I loved it. I loved it to death. Like, the humor just, honestly, personally, the humor fits me, and the reactions of the main character, Travis Touchdown, just seem spot on. Like, this fat thing comes in with a baby mask in an old decrepit house, and his sincere "what the fuck" reaction it's just spot on, and I love it. And it was also one of the first games that actually gripped me in terms of the characters, because it just all seemed a little relatable, like the way the characters, like the way Travis reacted to certain things, like being hit. You just hear him curse because he got hit, which honestly is pretty relatable to me. But yeah, there's going to be a third No More Heroes game on the Switch, and it was just and like no game footage whatsoever. All we know is that it's coming, and I cannot wait for Travis to strike again, as his T-shirt said on the quote-unquote promotional art. Another game that was announced was yeah, well, not it had been announced a while back, mainly for the Wii U, but that it was also going to be on the Switch. Is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I saw the trailer and I was like, holy shit. Because the game looked amazing. The voice acting also sounded like stellar. Like the way Zelda cried, you were just like, I personally got punched in the feels, and I don't often get that feeling from, like, I don't really get that punched in the feels feeling from a trailer of a video game. But that's just me. I could also just be a weird person, but whatever. If I'm a weird person, then I don't care. And I also saw a comparison video between Breath of the Wild on the Switch and Wii U, and the Switch version just looks a lot better. And I honestly can't wait for the Switch and Breath of the Wild to come out, although sadly they don't come packaged together, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to afford both the Switch and Breath of the Wild, because I really want to play Breath of the Wild on the Switch, and if I can, like, if I have a Switch and Breath of the Wild, it would also be very cool to live stream Breath of the Wild, because that is possible. There is a share button on the Joy-Con, so you can take screenshots and post them to social media, or you can just live stream directly to YouTube or Twitch, which is honestly a big feature. Yeah, like, I know that other systems like the PlayStation also do it, but I personally can't wait to be able to live stream on my channel. Like, if I have a Wii U, if I have Switch and Breath of the Wild, I am definitely going to be streaming some, but that depends on if I actually get it. Game Freak has also announced that there is going to be a Pokemon game on the Switch. Now, I kind of have mixed feelings about that, because I definitely think that Pokemon could look awesome on that 4K image quality, but, like, for example, if you look at Pokken Tournament, like, that looks awesome. Like, you can see the scales on Garchomp in the opening cutscene, and that just looks amazing. But one of the main features of Pokemon, like, of the Pokemon core games right now, is online multiplayer. Like, that, once you're done with the story, then you can trade online, you can battle online, you can participate in online competitions. Like, there's an Alola friendly competition going on right now, which I'm training and breeding for. Which is honestly the first time I've ever done IV breeding, and the results honestly are quite pleasing. But that's beside the point. One of the main features of the core games is being able to play online and battle and have fun. But online multiplayer is going to be a paid service, and that just doesn't go hand in hand well together. That having one of the main features of the game has to be paid extra for if you even want to enjoy that. It feels to me kind of like, oh, you want to play Smash Bros? Well, you have to pay an annual fee to you have to pay a monthly fee to actually fight in the game. It's just like, what the fuck? And I personally hope that it's more going to be like a Pokemon Battle Revolution, because that was honestly my first taste of Pokemon in 3D, and I thought it looked awesome. Like a Pokemon Battle Revolution style game, or just heck, another Pokemon tournament kind of game. It would honestly be okay, but I'm not sure about a core game like the very much rumored Diamond and Pearl remakes on the Switch. That just would not do it for me because of the paid online service. Um, Speaking of the online service, there is going to be a special paid online service for the Switch, which takes a monthly or annual fee, and then you get online multiplayer. You get a special app on your cell phone with a chat and with a voice chat option and a online chat lobby, which honestly could be best on the Switch itself. But the fact that but I can kind of guess where it's coming from, because in an interview I've seen and read is that the chat is on the phone, because then you can take the phone anywhere, and you probably have mobile data, so you can use that to talk to friends online while you're playing the Switch. Um, and you're also going to get, and with these servers, you're also going to get exclusive deals, like sales on Switch games or virtual consoles. And you're also going to get a free download a month. But sad thing is that download only lasts that month, and then it's gone, and you have to pay for it to play it further. And if you don't pay, then you're still going to have the standard options of like managing friend lists or sharing through online, or just access to the eShop in general. But having the online multiplayer just being a paid service is, I know that Xbox and PlayStation do it as well, but for some games it doesn't really work all that well. But honestly, that's just my opinion. And I've also seen interviews that the Switch is not meant to replace the 3DS. I mean, that Fire Emblem Warriors game, there's also going to be a 3DS version of it, and there's still new 3DS games coming out soon. So the Switch is not meant to be a it's meant to be a home console that you can like take on the go, but it's not meant as primarily a handheld, which again kind of doesn't really work well with a Pokemon core game. But overall, I'm excited for the Switch and the games that are going to come out for it, and the game. And like, there are some cons, like the paid online service, and the fact that there's no game sold with the Switch, that you have to pay another €60 to play a game on it. But I guess that's just something that one has to learn to live with. And if I have the money, like if I get enough money in time, I am going to buy the Switch as close to release as possible. If not, I'm just going to save for the Switch with Breath of the Wild. And then, if I have a Switch and a game for the Switch, then I'm definitely going to do some live streaming instead of the poorly captured Wii games that I recorded for my channel, which is honestly a testament to my old laptop, and the capture card and software that I use is just not perfect. But anyway, that was my thoughts and opinion on the Switch. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this sort of opinion thing. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to check out more if you want to check out more gaming videos, I am going to put up a Smash Bros. Replay video because I want to do some sort of gaming video, and I don't have time to both edit this and a Wii game at the same time. But anyway, if you liked it, then like, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I've been JDH Gaming, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya!